Hello there, this is the latest video of our Ancient Qiang Pumtek necklaces. We named this the Pleiades or Big Dipper with Proto-Indo-European, Ancient Qiang and Ancient China origins, which we place to the Machang era circa 2300 BC, made in China by the Ancient Qiang, who passed down probably 200 generations by today's Burma Haka Chin. In our series of videos, and in our 10-volume study, we go into great detail regarding the origin of these unique bead necklaces. In this video, we would like to concentrate on perhaps one of the most intriguing symbols, 7+2 circle bead. All sources are given in the description. The 7 interlocking circles on the 13mm diameter bead would have been particularly difficult to decorate. Special care and attention would have been taken to represent what we theorize is a cosmological arrangement. Due to the close proximity of the circles, we propose that it represents the Pleiades cluster, or the greater possibility that it is the Big Dipper having 7+2 circles. Regarding the Big Dipper, they are sometimes said to be 9 stars, with 2 invisible attendant stars, one on either side of the star Alkaid. These probably refer to 2 nearby Messier objects. The Big Dipper 9 stars are composed of the 7 stars of the Big Dipper and the left auxiliary and right bow. Via Chinese translation, they are called Wolf, Jumen, Luchun, Wenchu, Lianjian, Wuju, Broken Army, Zhufu, and Right Bow. In Chinese Taoist culture and ancient Chinese astronomical books, the 9 stars of the Big Dipper have names, in order: Tianzu Star, Tianquan Star, Tianji Star, Tianquan Star, Yuheng Star, Kaiyang Star, Yao Guangjing, Dongxing, and Hidden Yuanxing. On May 7, 2020, the Yangshao Institute of Cultural Relics and Archaeology announced the major archaeological achievements of the Duyi site in the ancient era of the double locust tree. Experts such as Li Bogjian, a professor at Peking University and chief scientist of the Jia Shang Chao Dynasty Project, confirmed that it was a giant settlement site in the middle and late Yangshao culture, about 5,300 years ago, and experts suggested that it be named Heluo Ancient County. The excavation of the Heluo Ancient Country, the most eye-catching thing is the discovery of the astronomical relics of the Big Dipper 9 stars. In the sacrificial base site of the F12 room base, the astronomical layout of the Big Dipper 9 stars, simulated with 9 clay pots, were found, and there was a complete elk skeleton facing south, which was located just at the upper end of the Big Dipper 9 stars. Ancient people used the male elk to symbolize the emperor and competed for the throne with the metaphor of chasing deer in the Central Plains. The use of the Big Dipper 9 stars and the elk, which symbolizes the status of the magnate as a sacrifice to lay the foundation, indicates that the double locust tree people already have the concept of heavenly destiny kingship. After the discovery of the astronomical relics of the Big Dipper 9 stars in the ancient kingdom of Heluo, experts were very excited, believing that this place could not rule out the possibility of being the administrative center of the Yellow Emperor period. Well, briefly, down 200 generations, Pumtek bead symbols brought by the Proto-Indo-Europeans and the Ancient Qiang, who became the Burmese Haka Chin. We bought 40 necklaces in 1991 directly from the Haka Chin. These are not 1920s reproductions, but genuine so-called first-generation beads. The Chinese describe as bung tik muzhu, which, considered to be of ancient Chinese origin and extremely rare, are of similar value to authentic Himalayan Z beads. Many of the necklaces appear to be in their original configurations. Experts consider Qin Pumtek beads as the oldest known collection of heirloom beads in the world. The Qin retained their most valued ancient beads until the last, selling off most of the 1920s reproductions in the 1980s. The vast majority of Pumtek beads that ended up in the West are from the 20th century. We showed a great difference between the ancient beads and the later copies using microscopes, dynolight and 254 nanometer shortwave UV light to show fluorescence of the correct color, i.e. green. We have published a complete history of Pumtek beads and their symbols following 9 years of research, containing 1,039 pages, including 2,000 photos. This is a free 10-volume publication. It concludes the beads were made in ancient China from 225 million years old Triassic age silicified wood, the oldest beads dating from 2300 BC during the Machang phase of the Machang Culture, and the links are in the description. Thanks very much. Look out for the next video.